All right, so number 8, we're going to put our, okay, that's not it. We're going to put 5/10 on the outside, 12 and 75/100 here, so we're dividing into this. We cannot divide by a decimal, so we move our decimal over one spot to make a whole number. So we have to move it on the inside one spot. And so now we're going to do 5 into 1, which can't go, so we're going to do 5 into 12, which is 2. Get 10, because 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract, we get 2. Now we're going to bring down one number, which is a 7. 5 goes into 27. That goes 5 times, but it has to go right over the 7. 5 times 5 is 25. We get 2 when we subtract. Bring down one number. 5 goes into 25 5 times, and that goes right there. Subtract, we get 0. So it's 25 and 5/10. Here, you have 0 and 1600ths divided into 4 and 8/10. Again, I can't divide by a decimal, so I have to move it over 2 spots to make it 16. I have to move it over 2 spots. I have to add a 0 to move it over those 2 spots. And now 16 can't go into 4, but 16 can go into 48. And I think it's 3 times. Let me double check. 3 times 6 is 18. Yes. So I'm going to put a 3 here, which is 48. Subtract, get 0. Still have to bring down the 0. And I have to say how many times does 16 go into 0, because I brought this down, which is 0 times. 0 times 16 is 0. And I get 0, so my answer is 30. In number 10, so in number 10 it says Zoe has 4.5 cups of waffle batter. Each waffle uses 2/500 cup of batter. How many can she make? So we're really dividing 2/500 into 4 and 5/10. Again, we cannot divide by a decimal number, so we have to move this over to make it 25. Then we move 1, 2 times. I have to add a 0 so that I can put my decimal places over 2 times. Bring it up. Now 25 doesn't go into 4, but it does go into 45 one time, because I know 25 plus 25 is 50, so it's only going to go in one time. Subtract. That's going to be 0, 2. And I bring down 1 0. So now I'm doing 25 into 200. Well, I know 25 goes into 100 4 times, so that would be 8, because it's going to go in 8 times 100 and 100. So that would be 8 times 25 is 200. Subtract, I get 0. I can make 18 waffles. Total admission costs for 15 students to go to the zoo was $187. Cost was the same for each student. What was the admission cost? So really I just need to divide that amount of money, $187.50, divided by 15. And this does not have a decimal, so I don't have to move the decimal. I do need to bring this up. 15 doesn't go into 1, but it does go into 18 one time, which is 15. 3, bring down the 7. 15 goes into 37 2 times, because I know 2 times 15 is 30. Subtract, I get 7. I'm going to bring down that 5. I think like 15 is 30. 15, 30 again. 15 again. 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 plus 15, that would be 75. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put that right here. 5 times 15 is 75. I'm going to get a 0. But I still have to bring down a 0. And 15 goes into 0 times. 0 times 15 is 0. I get 0. So $12.50 is the amount.